Jin of BTS made headlines across the global music scene after being announced as the winner of the Upbit Popularity Award at the 40th Golden Disc Awards, marking another milestone in his steadily expanding solo career. Photos released from the ceremony quickly spread online, capturing Jin standing confidently on stage with the iconic Golden Disc trophy in his hands, dressed in a tailored formal look that contrasted sharply with the wide, grateful smile he wore while acknowledging fans. The image alone became a viral symbol of the night, with ARMY around the world sharing and reposting it within minutes, celebrating what many described as a hard-earned victory, powered by months of intense fan voting and unwavering support. Held in Taipei, the prestigious ceremony drew attention from major entertainment outlets, and Jin's win was framed as one of the evening's most emotionally charged moments. As he accepted the award, he reportedly took time to thank fans for standing by him during his solo promotions, emphasizing how meaningful the recognition felt coming directly from public votes. Industry watchers noted that popularity awards at Golden Disc often reflect not only chart performance, but also cultural impact, and Jin's presence at the top of the category underscored his sustained influence, even as BTS members continued to pursue individual projects alongside group activities. The post-ceremony photos, especially those of Jin carefully holding the trophy during backstage photo calls, added to the narrative of a star savoring a personal triumph. Social media timelines filled with congratulatory messages from fellow artists, broadcasters, and fan communities across Asia, Europe, and the Americas, while Korean portals highlighted the win as proof of Jin's enduring appeal, both domestically and internationally. For many fans, the image of him lifting the Golden Disc trophy was more than just a celebratory snapshot. It was a visual reminder of the connection between artist and fandom that has defined BTS's rise for over a decade. As the images continue circulating days after the awards, the story of Jin's Golden Disc victory remains a focal point in entertainment news, fueling speculation about his next musical steps and upcoming appearances. With the trophy now firmly in his collection, the January 23, 2026 headlines position Jin not only as a beloved BTS member, but as a solo artist capable of commanding massive public support on one of Korea's most prestigious award stages. Momentum from Jin's Golden Disc win only grew stronger in the hours following the ceremony, as additional high-resolution photographs and short video clips from the official press room were released to the public. In these images, Jin was seen carefully adjusting his grip on the trophy, bowing politely to photographers, and flashing his signature playful expressions between takes, small details that fans quickly turned into trending GIFs and celebratory edits. Korean and international fan bases organized coordinated hashtag campaigns within minutes of the uploads, pushing Jin's name into real-time trending lists across multiple platforms, and extending the visibility of the achievement well beyond the award show itself. Entertainment analysts also began framing the Popularity Award as a reflection of Jin's sustained global footprint, pointing to the strong digital engagement surrounding his recent releases and public appearances. Commentators noted that while the category is driven heavily by fan participation, maintaining that level of mobilization over long voting periods requires an artist whose image and output continue to resonate with casual listeners as well as devoted supporters. Several outlets highlighted how Jin's approachable public persona, variety show presence, and steady musical output over the past year helped keep him at the center of conversations leading into the Golden Disc season. Behind the scenes, industry sources suggested that the win could influence upcoming promotional schedules, with broadcasters reportedly eager to secure Jin for interviews and special stages in the weeks following the awards. Speculation quickly spread that the trophy photo might become part of future press materials, album retrospectives, or tour promotions, reinforcing his status at a time when anticipation for new BTS-related activities remains high. The Golden Disc moment, frozen in a single widely shared image, was increasingly being treated as a defining snapshot of his current chapter as an artist. For fans, however, the significance went beyond charts or media buzz. Many described the victory as emotionally satisfying after months of collective effort during voting periods, sharing personal stories online about staying up late to stream and cast ballots in support of Jin. The photograph of him holding the Golden Disc trophy became a rallying image, circulated with messages of pride, gratitude, and promises to continue supporting his future work, turning the award into not just an industry accolade, but a shared celebration between Jin and ARMY that stretched across continents.
As coverage of the Golden Disc Awards continued into the following days, Korean media outlets began publishing deeper features that revisited Jin's journey from BTS's eldest member to an increasingly established solo force, using the trophy photo as a visual anchor for the narrative. Commentators reflected on how his early solo tracks within BTS albums had gradually evolved into full-scale individual projects that attracted both commercial success and critical discussion, framing the popularity award as a natural extension of years of steady audience connection rather than a sudden breakthrough. The image of Jin lifting the golden disc was repeatedly placed alongside older archival photos from his debut years, creating a powerful contrast that highlighted just how far he has come. International publications soon echoed the sentiment, noting that Jin's appeal cuts across language and market boundaries, particularly in Southeast Asia, Japan, and the Americas, where fan communities organized local celebrations and digital billboards congratulating him on the win. Several fan-led initiatives reportedly pooled resources to place congratulatory ads in major city centers and transit hubs, while online forums buzzed with predictions about potential new music releases, special stages, or collaborations that could follow such high-profile recognition. The trophy, gleaming under stage lights in the viral photo, became shorthand for that wave of optimism. Meanwhile, discussions about BTS's broader legacy also resurfaced, with industry observers pointing out that individual honors like Jin's reinforce the group's collective standing rather than detract from it. Analysts argued that each member's solo milestones help sustain global attention during periods when group promotions are limited, and Jin's golden disc moment was widely cited as a prime example of that dynamic in action. In this sense, the award was portrayed not only as a personal victory, but as part of the continuing narrative of BTS's long-term influence on the international music industry. By January 23, 2026, the photograph of Jin holding the Golden Disc trophy had effectively become one of the most recognizable entertainment images of the week, reproduced across news portals, fan accounts, and broadcast recaps. What began as a single acceptance moment on stage had transformed into a multi-day news cycle, one fueled by emotional fan reactions, industry analysis, and the enduring fascination with BTS's evolution, cementing Jin's popularity award win as one of the defining pop culture stories of the season. The sustained attention surrounding Jin's Golden Disc triumph eventually shifted toward broader conversations about what the moment could signal for his next artistic phase. Entertainment reporters began dissecting recent hints from his interviews and social media posts, suggesting that the timing of the award might align with preparations for new recordings or special performances planned for later in the year. While no official announcements had yet been made, the continued circulation of the trophy photo kept speculation alive, with fans carefully parsing every caption, emoji, and behind-the-scenes clip for possible clues about upcoming projects. Music critics also weighed in, noting that popularity awards at major ceremonies often function as barometers of long-term fan loyalty rather than short-term promotional pushes. In Jin's case, they argued, the recognition highlighted his ability to maintain a strong emotional bond with audiences even during quieter release periods. Several columnists pointed to how his sincerity during acceptance speeches and his consistent engagement with fans online have helped solidify a public image rooted in warmth and reliability, qualities that, in their view, continue to set him apart in a fast-moving industry. Across fan communities, the Golden Disc photo took on an almost symbolic quality, frequently paired with messages about perseverance and mutual support between artist and fandom.
ARMY accounts compiled timelines of Jin's career milestones, from early award show appearances with BTS to the latest solo accolade, presenting the trophy as the newest chapter in a long-running story rather than a standalone event. These compilations circulated widely, reinforcing the sense that the win belonged not only to Jin, but also to the millions of supporters who had followed his journey from the beginning. By the end of the week, the narrative around Jin's victory had evolved from a simple awards headline into a broader reflection on legacy, continuity, and anticipation. The single image of him standing under bright stage lights with the Golden Disc trophy in hand continued to dominate entertainment feeds, serving as both a celebration of what he has already achieved and a visual promise of what may still be ahead as he moves forward into the next stage of his career.